energies and projecting it onto you. That was so true.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Relationship. Yeah, you get in a relationship with someone, and they show you, the good side in the beginning. Everybody, the honeymoon stage.
Don't they
but
always?
I don't think they should be such. Yeah, I don't think it should be such a thing as honeymoon stage. I just think you should just love each other throughout the whole fucking relationship. Like,
right.
Please keep that same energy throughout I know things, ups and downs come, but I don't understand how I could look at a person that I looked at 6 months ago and said, I feel nothing no more. I want to go cheat.
Well, see, that's because
I need something else.
No, but see, that's because initially it wasn't real. Because everything's so superficial. Okay. And we tack on the title of love and commitment because something feels good, or we lusting in a different way. You see what I mean? It's a new kind of lust, and we try to frame it in love to give it an excuse so we don't feel so guilty. But it proves to be false over time. You're right.
All the time. And the thing about it's like you flow good. That's how I know it's energies in the air, because when we're not recording, I flow like boop 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 boop. As soon as I start recording, it just starts to the words start to jumble up and boo 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 boo. Sweetie pies, I'm not going anywhere. Right. So if y'all projecting y'all energies on me, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
The lithium crystals they're weakening. We can't
that up for long. Persona eventually shows.
Right. Or it gets to be a strain on the person because they just can't keep it up. The real them has to come out.
Keep it up. Yes, the real them has to come out.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's when I say, when the real you start to come out and that person you see, you're okay. So now you have to put on a fake persona. So being yourself wasn't enough, right? So that's telling me that you already have a self-esteem issue because you wasn't yourself.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So you being yourself is not enough to impress me. So that's a fucking recipe for disaster right there. I'm dead serious. And it goes both ways. I don't want people to think that I'm only talking about men. I'm only talking about men.
Shows. They think, oh, you're just talking about women or men or whatever. It goes both ways.
No, it goes both ways. I'm talking both ways.
Mm-hmm.
You meet women and they show you this big, I'm this sex kitten. We're going to fuck every night. I'm going to suck and fuck you. And I'm going to be everything you want to be. This porn star type of bitch.
I've run into people like that. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Just a bunch of texting, a whole bunch of texting. Oh, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to ride your face all night. And I'm and I'm going to do all of this and all of that. And then when it comes time to show and prove, she can't do shit.
Exactly. Then she got that dumb look on her face. Or he can't do anything. Right. And they're sitting there looking mad, looking stupid and deep down mad because they couldn't produce. Exactly. So why put that out there? So now, they start to produce. Found out that, motherfucker, you ain't real. Exactly.
You ain't real. So now they're going to try to switch it. It's like a mind fuck thing.
And put it on you now. It's your fault.
Yes. It's your fault. It's your fault. And people love to label this narcissistic and blah, blah, blah. But it's not necessarily narcissistic. It's just a behavioral mechanism people use as a defense mechanism.
Right.
Because when you really think about it and you break it down, it's a defense mechanism. Like, stay away from me. I do not feel worthy of you. So I'm going to make you feel like shit.
Oh, that's deep.
I feel like shit.
But that's deep, though, for real.
It is.
I'm not worthy of you, but I want to make you feel like shit. That is so...
Come on. Both ways.
Wow.
Because people ask themselves why good women always end up with bad men, and the opposite, vice versa. Because that bleeding heart, right, wants to save somebody. So they can feel whole. It's two things going on here. One wants to be needed, and the other one wants to be wanted.
Polar opposite energies attracted to each other for the time they need each other.
Break it down. Let's break it down.
Yeah, let's do it.
When you want to be needed, you go all out and above and beyond even shit you don't want to do.
Bait and switch.
Just to know, just to know that this person needs to rely on you. You need to be needed. So you don't give a fuck. You go right there through. And when you're wanted, you know you're wanted, so you take everything for granted. You take all of the shit that they doing to you for granted because you know they want you.
Mm-hmm.
And they need you to want them and need them. So it's like a power struggle going on here.
Mm.
So that's how, most of the time, in my opinion, that's how good women end up with, you know, and they stick around. Because they want to help. They want to help this lost soul.
And that's what it is, a lost soul. That's
yeah.
Sad. You don't even realize you're signed up for that.
Yeah, just like I see some men, you know, it's about with the gold digger woman. Yes, women. Hell has no fury like a woman is scorned. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Got that right.
When women have been hurt, it always goes the opposite. You understand? When someone has been hurt, they turn it around and they become the most vicious motherfuckers on earth.
Whoo! Tell me about it.
I'm trying to tell you. No man has no fucking no. They don't have no fuck nothing on a woman when she ready. What the fuck you telling me? She bring down a whole fucking nation. That's the power. I'm trying to tell you. That is the power of a woman. She'll bring it the fuck down. Okay?
Speak on that. Speak on that.
Play both sides. Play both sides against each other, and nobody will know what the fuck hit them. Come on. Since the beginning of time, we run shit.
But that's when they want to get into covert, devious mode. I'm not saying they are devious. They were tripped off and activated.
It's a difference. Exactly.
Yes. And
we use our power to be devious. Exactly. To be devious and spiteful and bitter.
And that drives them to go lower than what any man thought could be.
There you go.
If they have to use their sexuality, their charm,
Low
they can turn it on.
Yes.
The biggest actors. I'm not putting them down. I'm saying that's just what's there. It's worse than an assassin.
That's just what's out there.
I'd rather see a man with a gun than a woman who's deceiving me and has a knife behind her back or poison in the cup for me, and she's going to seduce me to take it.
Come on, man.
You see what I mean? Like that's the best actors in the world are when they have thing. I'm not saying everybody. Yeah. Once it goes there, it's a wrap. You can't whip it.
That's it. That's it.
It's like it's like Talia Shire in Rocky. You can't win. You know what I mean?
You can't. You can't. So it's like when a woman is hurt and you break her down, you break down her spirit. Some women turn into themselves and they say, okay, it's time for me to heal, so I want to track these motherfuckers again. I'm tired of this. It's time for me to heal and be a better woman. So, you know, they turn it within themselves. They say, okay, maybe it's me. Why I keep and that's a right attitude. That's an absolutely right attitude. Because in a relationship, it goes both ways, but you still have to kind of it takes two people to fuck up something. It has to.
Right.
It has to. No, let's think about it. Mm-hmm. It has to. It's too, yes. There's no compromise was there. It's not enough teamwork. I can't say not enough love, because love cannot. I have to let people understand this. Unless it's unconditional, pure love.
Right.
Love only love cannot sustain a relationship. It cannot. It can't. For the simple fact, and I can love you with all my heart and still don't mean you any good, or how you feel.
Very complex.
Very, very. And you know, I'm not going to break it down right now, because the thing about it, when people say, oh, they try to define, I cannot define love. My definition of love may be different from yours.
Right.
Okay, so I define love in my own way of seeing it. And my definition of love is take me as I am, or don't take me at all.
Right.
And if something isn't, if we're together and we're working as a team, we have to compromise. It has to be compromised. It has to be.
It's balance.
It has to be the meeting of the minds. We have to meet on the same page, even though we're not going to get there at the same time, but we still have to meet there on the same page. We have to eventually.
It's just like I'm in the Bronx. We have to go to Manhattan. We have our own directions, and we're not going to end up there at the same exact time, but we're going to go to the same place. So we have to have an understanding where this place is that we're going to, and so we can eventually get there. But if we don't have an idea, we'll be all over the road. I'm like, where are you? I'm in Jersey. What happened? You know, where are you? I'm in Long Island. You're all over the place.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But we still end up where we were supposed to be together. But we have that understanding that we're together. That's why some people say they don't have to say anything. The person already know they love them. They don't have to reassure them. If you have to reassure a person that you love them, and if you have to keep reassuring me that you love me, that means I don't feel it.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm not feeling the love. You may say you showing me love in your way, but I'm not feeling it. You have to love. You love someone. You have to love them in their way. You have to. So that's why I say, like you said, it's complex. It's complicated. Because if you really love someone, nobody's perfect, and everybody has little shortcomings. And if you're not willing to put up with that. I'm not willing to put up. The only thing I'm not willing to put up is disrespect and abuse. That's right. But that goes hand in hand.
Like thunder and lightning.
I don't know if I can forgive you if you cheat on me. I don't know that.
Right.
I never did that. In my whole life, I never forgive the man for cheating on me. I never did. And I think I have to work with me back to the understanding that we're exclusive. Motherfucker, where you going?
Exactly.
And I'm not the type to sit. Yeah. And I'm not the type to sit here and get, you doing that to me? Okay, watch this. I'm not that type.
Right.
That will send me to an early grave.
Exactly.
Because I'm an overthinker. You get what I'm saying?
And you're overheat.
I cannot do that.
Right. You can't even go into that gear.
I cannot be with you. Because I think I cannot be with you after you did that. If you broke my trust. I'm always going to be thinking you out doing something with someone else. I never ever got over that with no man.
Right.
I tried.
But you know
but it never did.
That's not part of it. That's right.
I wouldn't do it. I mean, I'm not saying I never did it, but everybody.
The different phases.
In their young days,
right.
In the young age, they you do foolish things when you're young. But when I started having, after my last kid, I ain't gonna lie, that's when I started saying, okay, the field ain't for me anymore. But the men that I was with knew that. They wasn't in there talking about, after a while when they say, okay, you ask questions, you get answers. I wasn't the type to lie and say, okay, no, I'd rather not answer, plead the fifth, then you figure it out yourself. Or I get caught. I get caught red-handed. I got caught red-handed a couple times.
It's a part of growing up.
But I'm talking about in my 20s.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about in my 30s and in my 40s right now. I'm talking about in my 20s.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. Since the brain doesn't really develop until 25.
Yeah.
I'll try to manufacture an excuse, right? Try to bend the law a little bit. You know what you were doing when you did it. I can't front. I'm a good lawyer, but I can't cover that one. I'll try. Well, her brain wasn't fully developed, and since she had a little alcohol, it dehydrated her whole system. Therefore, since the brain is sitting on a base of water and the membrane is surrounded by water, her thinking was affected by the alcohol. She was dehydrated. She saw the penis as a source of liquid and tried to extract the liquid for a dehydrated body. Homeboy, he cooperated with this because he was very concerned about her water levels. No stores were open. We couldn't get by bottled water, so he wanted to help hydrate her system. It took a little while and a little sweat, but she did get the the good part about it is now she got protein. Now, see, she's a woman who knows how to preserve herself, so you can't really knock her. The physical took over, and she didn't make the conscious decision. It wasn't even light. It was in the front seat of a car. The steering wheel was bumping the back of her head. You know, the air was a little hard to get through, and she had to get this liquid. I mean, if she was in the desert, she would have sucked off a cactus. You know I'm stupid.
A cactus, goddamn.
What kind of life did I live to always pull these things out the pocket impromptu
oh
like this?
God.
Lord of mercy.
Oh my God. No, you
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Oh my God. Oh no. I'm sorry. It's such a beautiful night though.
Yeah. Good vibe.
I'm driving back from Brooklyn now. Yes, it's a beautiful night.
It's a beautiful nighttime.
Yeah. Yep. Today was like a little quiet though.
A little quiet. It's a recuperation kind of day.
Platform.
Well, you know, things ebb and flow. They ebb and they flow.
Yeah.
And everybody has their rhythm. Yeah. It's like when you see the time lapse photos or video of the lights stop and then they start. It's like a pulse. It's like blood flowing through, you know, your veins, and you see so things ebb and flow. They have a certain rhythm. Sometimes you realize the rhythm, but you understand it when it doesn't feel a certain way. It was like, okay, maybe the rhythm last week was a little more intense, and I'm not feeling it this week as much. It ebbs and it flows, but it always comes out all right. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, all the time.
There's certain days when I say, okay, today I'm going to create all of this content. And don't do but one thing. And other days, like, I'm going to rest. Right. Look around. I did 8 things today? You know? How's that work?
Right.
But then again, it's just like, not to bring it down on a carnal, physical level. It's like the time when you get up early in the morning. You say, you know what? I skip breakfast. I'm going to jump on the things I got to do. I'll eat after that. Then you do a task out in the street. Then the phone rings. You got to do something else unexpected. And you're hungry. And then you got to catch the tag place, motor vehicle. You're there in line. It's hot. You didn't get nothing to eat. You remember you said, I'll go in the candy machine.
Oh my God.
I ain't got no change. You ain't eat yet. So now your ribs are touching your stomach. You feel like the pants or dress is like a flag waving, like, you know, you done shrunk or something. And then all of a sudden, you like finally get home. You're like, oh man, I can finally eat. Oh shoot, I forgot to go shopping. And now you go out and get something from the restaurant. It's about maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And you come home, you have your food, you're hungry. The point is you feel empty. And then when you take the first 2-3 bites of the food, it activates something. No, you feel full, and all of a sudden you feel your stomach like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And when you go to the bathroom, you go so much that you create an island in the toilet. See what your ribs touching, walking around, and as soon as you get a bite of food, everything comes out of you. So this is the moral of the story. You don't know what's inside of a person. Because you thought you were empty, and here you go. You stand up, you got to sit back down.
Oh my God!
The universal sound of stomach distress, and you sit down again, and you do that 3 or 4 times.
That's like the worst.
What? And then you go eat. Right, and then when you eat, you're full, but you feel empty in a way. Like, I made so much room in my stomach, it doesn't feel full anymore.
Yes.
Even your body deceives you. You're hungry, thinking you're empty, but you're walking around full of shit. Excuse my French.
Full of shit.
But that's not a bad thing. Yeah, I'm a straight weirdo. I think that way. I'm very abstract.
Oh, no. It's not being weird. It's being real. Like, it's like, my friends always tell me, it's like, I say the things that people are scared to say. That's why I do what I do on social media, because I have earned this.
Daggone right.
I have earned it.
That's right.
So I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say. Okay? Because I have earned it. I have been, I have been that little, shy girl in the corner watching everybody do their thing.
Right. But no more of that. You know what I mean?
And then after a while, I said, you know what? Let me do my thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me do my thing.
That right.
And then I started to be my own. It's the funny thing. They say a star is born. They say from young you know that. You know that you are destined to do certain things because the way how you maneuver, how you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they do have some people that force themselves into being something that they're not.
Right. That's right. Like an induced labor.
You know? Right. You know?
Mm-hmm.
How about that guy? You always had that one guy in the class that always wanted to be the cool guy, the cool one, the funny one. And he was really sad.
Yeah. Tears of a clown was going around.
One of those, smiling and making the clown as, you know, the dumbest with the spitballs.
Mm-hmm.
I had one, and he was so sad.
Yeah.
He was so sad. And every day, like, he was so mean. And then one day I asked him, I said, what is the problem?
Right.
Well, stop. Why you always want to fight everybody? You want to fight everybody? He said, because his mama don't be home.
That's messed up. And more stuff to it than that. When she's home, she probably don't pay him no mind.
She probably don't pay him no mind. Mama don't be home. And he see his father on the weekend.
Oh, that's jacked up.
You know? So it's like, what I'm trying to say is everything starts from young. Everything starts from young. Everything starts from, you know, when you come out.
So many people who don't want to face that. So many people don't want to eat. Yeah.
They don't want to admit that. Yeah, they don't. Everything. The way you see yourself comes from how you saw yourself when you was 3 and 4 and how your parents, you know, how your parents treated you.
Yeah.
That's how you're going to go along in life. Not how other people treat you at school. It starts from in your house. How your parents, how, you know, like, one of our sisters on the channel said, as right now she's pregnant. I said, Kemet? Is it?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean on the channel? You said. Yeah.
She's pregnant. Now things she don't eat, certain things she doesn't be around. Right. She doesn't hear. You know, and I'm getting goosebumps saying that, talking about that, because that mindset she has right there. That's going to be one hell of a kid.
That's right. And
trust me when I tell you.
Because it's not by chance when it is one hell of a kid that comes out.
Yeah. If I had known certain things that I know now, I wouldn't have did certain things. With you having your children, your mindset. I was depressed all 4 of my pregnancies. Every last one of them.
Wow. Every
last one of them. And it only shows, right? It shows with my
Wow. Yeah.
Oh. Hi, Mrs. Scurv. How are you? Yeah.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
There's so much to this life and the things that we do, like you were just mentioning about, you know, how Sister Segment 7 was speaking about how she conducts herself and thinks and what she speaks, you know, while being impregnated with, you know, her king. You know, it's very important. And then when they come out and then how we deal with each other, it's so much psychic energy that affects us.
I'm trying to tell you.
It pulls at us.
I'm trying to tell you.
It's just like
for her, as for her to know that right now, while that baby is in there, and then boom, that's gonna be one awesome kid. Trust me when I tell you. Yeah.
Wow. More people should think that way and understand that.
I'm trying to tell you. If not for you, for the future, because he's the future. He or she is the future coming. Wow. Jesus, mother.
Just imagine things we have yet to find out that would blow our minds, that could have changed our lives if we knew them. Simple little laws like that, you know, on a spiritual level, nutritional level, physical level, mental level, how you move, you know, to me something with wisdom, and I'm going to cut through this day. You know what I mean? I'm going to cut through this day. I'm not going to cut anybody. I'm just going to cut through this day, avoid certain negativities, spot them, and just not even have to cut them or go through them, just avoid them. So they feel at their purpose. You know what I mean? They're not going to rattle me. I'm going to be a smooth, just smooth, cerebral, spiritual, physical machine that's all gathered up, all my capabilities for this goal of getting things done. You know what I mean? And then you get it done. You get it done with ease because you know what it is that you want to do. You have a single purpose in your mind to get certain things done. You're aware of everything around you. You know? Yep. That's how you do. It's just like those Chinese karate movies, and you see they get one guy in the middle, and there's like 15, 20 guys chasing him, and they stop, and they're punching the guy to the front, to the side. How do you see him? You have to use everything. That happened to me one time. Everything. All your senses. Right. That happened to me one time in junior high school. There was a guy coming he was threatening to come fight me and all this stuff. And I knew I could beat him. He's a little bigger than me, but he just had everybody shook. And so we were in this particular classroom, and the teacher, walked out, and he walked down the hallway and came inside. And I had my back turned, and there was a little mirror on the wall, and I saw him, but I didn't act like I saw him. I waited till he got right up on me, and I turned around, pow, like in the Chinese, you know what I mean? And he was always asking the question. So other people got around. How did he see me? Because everybody was scared to say anything. So I was about to get lit up. Yeah. Thank the creator of that mirror. It's a little small mirror. It was no big ass mirror. Now, a little tiny thing. And I happened to be in the right position. Looked at him, and then he came in, and my heart started racing. I said, "Oh man, it's on and popping now," because I'm not getting my butt kicked. And he got close, and I was like, "Okay, I got to turn around now." And I had to assess where his face was, and butt up, boop boop. He just turned right around, grabbing his nose, and ran out. It made me look like Superman. Here I am adjusting my collar. I got 1970s. Yeah, mess around with me. I got eyes on the back of my head. They didn't know that. Yeah, you ain't got no eyes on the back of your head. You got that damn mirror in front of you. Use. So now I always play mirrors. Wherever I am. Always. Sit in a restaurant, there's a mirror. You sit near the mirror and turn my back to it. Or face it so I can see. So you can see. That's right. Yep. I love places where there's mirrors where I can see my surroundings. I love to see. Even when I used to get on the bus, I sit in the back where I can see everything that's going on. I don't want to. With music in a good way. Medicine, okay? Therapeutic, yeah. And you can prescribe it. You can prescribe the proper medicine to you. Oh, I feel down. Let me get something that makes me feel up. I feel too up. I need a rest. Let me calm myself down. I feel a little overworked. I want to get into a sensuous, romantic mood. You know what I mean? Yeah. Woo! I tell you, I tell myself that every day. I said, shit. I'm trying to keep myself in a love mode. So I listen to a lot of 80s soft rock, or I listen to a lot of soulful music, back in the days. Right. The stylistics and the mechanics and shit like that. That type of shit. Yeah. Way back, Percy Sledge, all that shit. That's my thing. My favorite song. No. We wasting time. Listen. Yeah, my head's messed up on that song. You don't even want to hear the story about that. I love that song. Me and these two girls were hanging out in Greenwich Village, and we were walking around. And you go out to the Christopher Street dock. Now, I had two girls with me, right? And I'm holding both of their hands, making sure as proof that this is an actual certified hetero man. You know what I mean? So, and I wasn't messing around with none of them or dating none of them or anything like that, but they both kind of liked me, but they were girlfriends. I kind of met them just down there. We just kept hanging out. And so they added it on. They were snuggling up on me. I'm like, damn, this feels kind of good, but we were out there, so nobody paid me no mind, but when you go out on the Christopher Street dock back in the day, you can look down and see the World Trade Center. Like at nighttime, that dock went so far out into the Hudson River, and you go far out and far out. Nobody bothered you. And it wasn't just gay people out there. It was all kind of people. There was a lot of gay guys out there, and lesbians and stuff. But everybody was cool. They had their boom boxes, and they would play music. But it was the whole openness of everything swallowed everything up. Like if you were 15 feet, 20 feet away from somebody, they might not be blasting the music, but it might be loud enough. But you look around and you get closer, now it's getting loud. When you walk away, it's like it gets, then somebody else has their music. Yeah. So there was, you had the dock, and you have a concrete divider that might have been like maybe 4.5, maybe 4 feet tall, maybe 4.5 feet tall. It wasn't 5 feet, maybe 5 feet tall. And behind that, there was about 6 to 8 feet more of flat dock, but you don't want to get to the edge and fall over, right? So they had this thing pretty high up. So one guy had like a boom box, but they would never boom the music. You had some guys dancing out there, voguing and stuff like that. And so somebody had that, it came on. And I had to get out of there after I heard that song and saw what I saw, because now forevermore the song will be messed up for me in my mind. Plus I associate words and places and songs and things, and I'm very creative with the song, right? So here we go, sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time, and I'm here doop 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 and it must have been a tape. Yeah, exactly. So it cut. It was like a cassette tape, because mind you, this is back in the day, and this was like the late '80s, maybe not middle '80s, but late '80s. Middle 80s, 86, 87. I'm not sure, but it was some very sweet days. And the
sweet days, sweet days.
And it's like they pushed the button and taped it through the air, because it didn't sound like so clear, but it was like you could hear the song, and they're singing the song again, sitting on the dock of the, and I'm at the Christopher Street dock, and I'm like, wow, I'm grooving on the song. Then we heard this sound. Like clapping, what the hell? But it wasn't an even clap, like it was pat, pat, pat,
right.
pat, pat. One had his jeans off with one whole leg out, on his knees, spread eagle. Christ. And the other dude had his pants around his knees, down like below his knees, hitting this dude from behind. They both had glasses on, and they were looking at us, but they were behind the divider. So then the part came, doop 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 doop. So every time I hear that song, I'm seeing two white guys screwing each other. And then the words came, sitting on the cock of a gay.
Oh my God.
It wasn't the dock of the bay no more. It was two homos.
Oh my God.
People start grooving to that song. We driving somewhere to a cookout or driving somewhere out of state. Yeah, that's the jam. Remember back in the day? Sitting on the dock. Hey, you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. Because, see, some people aren't as adventurous as me to go all over the place, and that's my problem. That's why I saw so much. I wasn't looking for that. But how do you explain, and these were church folks, like I was somewhere hearing this song, and there were two white men about 5 feet behind me screwing each other. They'd be like, yo, what kind of places you be hanging out at? See, I'm doing it now, but I'm getting nauseous. I got to let you know what I was hearing.
Oh, my God.
Sitting on the cock of a gay. Because that's what they were doing.
Yo.
He was bent over. He wasn't sitting, but come on, that's close enough. And they were both looking at me, and I could see the reflection of the glasses and see the reflection of the World Trade Center behind me. I'm all messed up.
Oh my God! See how men are so. If I had seen that, I would have probably looked at you like. But men are not trying to. I mean, you don't have nothing against it. It's not your thing.
No. I know.
This is not your thing.
I know. I mean, I amped it up, joking and whatnot. But I mean, I went to school with a lot of gays. I grew up, so it don't. But I mean, I know who I am. I'm not the kind of person who's phobic like that, or want to beat somebody up. No, if anybody's doing anything wrong to anybody, I'll defend them. And I mean that.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Anybody. That's what I say.
I can't say, oh, well, he gay, so I don't care about him. Nah, I'm humane. At the end of the day, I mean, I may say my little things on the podcast when I get mad about pink parasites and all this stuff like that, but I can't just have anybody in my watch just walk up to somebody and just out of nowhere for no reason do something to somebody. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I can't feel good about it. I'll stand back and videotape something. No, man, the person ain't do nothing to you, man. Just leave them alone. Leave them alone. You know what I mean? I had a friend like that. Every time he saw somebody, we be in a restaurant sitting down. It might be some gay guy, whatever, sitting there, and this guy was always touchy about gay men. If he'd see them, he'd go out of his way to be seen by them and try to start with them. I'm like, yo, man. So I figured it out. this dude, you know, I never knew, but he was molested when he was younger, and he get pissed off, and he's just trying to get back at who molested him because he was just too damn touchy. He'd be with a fine woman on a date. They snuggling. They sit at the restaurant or something. You know, hands going all crazy behind under the you know, tablecloth, whatever. About to go home and light it up. I am not gonna let some gay dude who's sitting 3 tables over with his back to me where I don't see. I'm gonna go out of my way to mess with him, and I got that woman. Oh man, you must have been molested when you were younger. Like,
wow.
He couldn't go nowhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You know, and me and friends of mine, I always told other friends of mine, I said, you know what? I have a fantasy of getting back at him by, you know, just dropping him in the middle of a gay club in the middle of the dance floor. Oh my God! How would he react? And there's another Jamaican dude I knew like that. Like he would go crazy. And it was like, and he already had his issues, and something was wrong with him anyway. Last time I saw him, he was walking. But it was so much. Look, you know, that's not my cup of tea. That's not what I do, right? But I got too much going on that I have to do to be focused on what somebody else is doing. I speak on certain things, whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm not hating nobody. Because
that's right.
As hetero as I am, I might have some jacked upness about me that pisses somebody else off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
True.
I mean, I'm a flaming heterosexual. I'm more of a flaming heterosexual than any flaming homosexual you can find out in that category. Oh God, he's so straight. I mean, gay dudes tell me that. Oh, my gaydar doesn't go off. I can't pick up a distance signal at all. You are straight, certified. They would tell me. And I'm like, why do you say that? They joke. This one guy joked one time. You looked at a girl's ass when they walked by. Yes, you were looking. And I could tell, what, you freak? You're even nastier than I am as a gay man. Because I don't play around in the back door. Your mouth is going everywhere on a woman. I'm like, oh my God, how did you know that? I'm still a man. I'm like, oh damn. Well, they'll read you. They'll read you like a cheap novel. Exactly.
Yeah. You're still a man. You're being honest.
Yeah, the guy told me, he said, yes, I like ass, but I like a different thing hanging in front of it other than you. I was like, oh God, what a way to look at it.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's a crazy world. But you life and when you float, like, you see, I know tomorrow, like which is today for me, right? But I know tomorrow, right. I'm attracting it from now. It's going to be laughs. I'm going to meet people. It's going to be video and footage. And after I do my morning show, I got to run out and do some things. And it's going to be fabulous. I feel it. I already know. I mean,
you already put it out there.
Right. My life is on a collision course with some wonderful people that I'm going to bring back that you'll have a chance to know through video and through the shows. I'm a magnet for that. Nice. And I feel highly magnetized. You know? Yeah.
I love that. That's very good.
Because I love to share the energy of people. Like back in the day before there was any internet, I used to tell friends, yeah, I met this person. And I would imitate the person. And they'd be like, no, they ain't like that. And when they meet them, I say, oh, man, you were dead on point. Now I can just whip out the camera and show you. And look how many people have met on the platform, right? That they know each other now, whether it's brief or long or whatever, or you have a chance to just feel their energy over the years. Mm-hmm. I love being able to facilitate that, which there are a lot of other platforms that do that, but exclusively I like to make it where you can reach out and touch the person and talk to them and get to know them if your spirits meet that way. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I remember there was a time where there was a lady who called me and she's like, Lance, I got to tell you a story. And I was where was I exactly? I was in Publix, the supermarket down in Florida. And me and Mrs. Scurv, she was on a different aisle. I was picking something out and looking at some. I'm always looking at labels and stuff. You know, corn syrup. Nope, I'm not going to buy it. So she's talking to me and she said, yeah, I had something really crazy. And she said, it got to be around. And this was like not that same day. This was like days ago, right? And she said, she said to the girlfriend, listen, I'm gonna call you after my show, and we're gonna really get down tonight and talk about, catch up on what we missed out on. They talk about the little, innocent gossip that women and men do, right? So she said, yeah, girl, I was going to tell you I got to go too. I got to catch my show. And so they said, okay, So what time you think? I don't know what time it's going to end, whatever. She said, what you mean by that? Well, it's on YouTube. And she said, well, one I'm going to look at is on YouTube too. Which one is it? Oh, the LanceScurv show. That's the same goddamn show I'm watching tonight. I'm like, whoa. They both know each other. And they were both going to go see the same show at the same time and didn't know they were. Well, I've been watching that for years. Girl, I've been watching the film. We got more to talk about.
Wow.
And I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
And when Mrs. Scurv came, she came down the aisle. I'm staring off into space in the twilight zone like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Like, wow, you just never know. Even whether you have a show or not, just you as a person with your energy. And they say 6 degrees of separation. And how many people do me and you, Yonika, know together that we don't know we know? It don't even have to be a major person. It could be that you know the person who's the cashier at a certain supermarket, you know them real good, and they watch the show or either know me from years ago, but you don't know that. You know what I mean? And you won't find out till like 15 years from now or something. Like this crazy stuff in this life, how it is. Yeah. And you father mucker, yeah, that fat bitch sitting in front of that. That's my wife. Don't you say that about. And they were just cussing and I'll kill you when I see. And they were, I'll get out of here. And they just drove off. And when it came time to pay the offering, the tithing in church, they were next to each other. They didn't know they were going to church, the same church. They didn't even know they were going to church. They didn't, you know, they met each other. They met each other in the church, but they were cussing each other out because of road rage. Ain't that something?
Yeah. It's so, you see? You see?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reliving a very shocking experience. I bet you somebody gonna come around and try to play that song around me and be watching us. Look at the expression on his face. It's actually funny though.
Oh God, too funny.
Yeah. So.
I'm telling you, I realized, like in life, we just have to just be shit. What can we do? What can we do? We just gotta.
I know. Sometimes you but just enjoy it, go to flow, and know that it's a lesson and experience, and
everything.
Some things you can't change. How you get? Yeah.
You see how your experiences, everything that you experience, you turned it into a little laugh or a joke, you know, or.
Exactly. You got to extract something good from it. Sometimes things that might be unpleasant, you can laugh at it. You know. Exactly. I mean. Because it makes the weight of the experience a lot lighter than if you remembered or molded it in a way where it was evil or bad or something traumatic. You know, it changes the flavoring of it. You choose to do what you do. It's like packing a bag for lunch. And you have all the ingredients in your kitchen. And you choose how much mayonnaise you put on your sandwich or bologna or whatever it is that you want to have. You decide that. You can't let it just be given to you that way and you pull it out and they did it wrong. What? No, you have a lot of control. You can't control the situation, but you can control how you receive it. How you can make it's in a traumatic way, and I'll be all jacked up for the rest of my life. You know? Otis Redding, sitting on the dock of the bay. Everybody named Otis, I'll hate him. I won't like the color red. Don't want to have nothing to do with a dock. See a chicken, they call it cock. I'm going to kick it in the head. Nah.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Turn myself into a twisted hetero just because of that.
For real.
They done did what they did, and they might have feeling all good. I'm all messed up. Hating on them. And they're busting nuts the way they want to bust nuts, and I'm sitting here mad. I could be busting nuts in the hetero way, but I'm mad at them for what I saw them doing. It affected my arm. No, I'm not. I'm gonna frame it in a funny way. Doop 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 song tomorrow. That's after I watched that podcast, which I just turned the daggone thing off, and Otis Redding came on. I couldn't help it.
Almost.
Yeah.
Right.
Or two gay guys watching gay porn and the car drives by and they hear that song. Remember the LanceScurv show? Yes. Dip. I'm like, oh man, they started already.
They started already.
You may not want to see this, Lance, but this is for you. You got to look at things multifaceted. I got a Mad Magazine mentality. You know what I mean?
I see.
Yeah. I got a Mad Magazine. I'm looking at every zany thing. There's so many different perspectives that I have to share, even through the artwork and different things. And I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to, who's always somebody to defend or speak for the people who can't speak. But I'm all, I have to come out of the closet as a comedian. I've been in the closet for many years. And some people have seen it and they know, see, we knew that about, that's like gay people, right? We knew that about him from young, that he was a comedian. And I've been holding it in. I'm trying to get away from it. I'm trying to be a straight up guy, just a nerd or whatever. Not always chuckling to myself. I knew it from young also. But now I'm coming out the closet with my comedic mentality. I'm not saying I'm some funny guy, but I flavor little things, a lot of my thoughts. It's funny. It's just funny stuff. Yeah. I was showing the guy some of the drawings that I did, and he cracked up with the Obama on the toilet bowl picture with his Mitt Romney toilet paper. He's like, oh my God, this is so funny. I have to show my friends. He had my phone and started showing people he didn't even know. Come here, my friend. You will need to see this. I'm like, hey, that's an iPhone, man. Come back here. He walking away.
Gosh, I tell you, men are hilarious. Men.
It's true. It's true.
Funny.
It's true.
Funny. and you know, I don't like to go back and forth with men, especially on my page. It's like I don't see any real man that's real substance would argue back and forth with a woman. Exactly. You know, especially try to belittle her or try to make her feel stupid. So I don't ever see those as men. You know, so because a woman's strength is her mouth. Always. That's what we do. We talk. Men is, you know, their strength is in their strength. They're strong. You know, they don't have time to do that. I mean, if you have a disagreement, it's a conversation should be had, but not as of, how can I say that? An argument. Yes. How can you be arguing back and forth with a female? And this happens, you know, most of the time, this happens to me when men want to argue with me. Is when I reject them. Then they want, then they want to come on my, then they want to come on my page and make me look like, oh, you ain't shit anyway. But you're here arguing with me. So
but see, the beauty of it is,
you're making no sense.
If you learn to rewrite, you can be even mightier as a man. Not that I'd sit there and go back and forth with a woman like that. But I mean, even with other men, from one man to the next, like, that's when you Muhammad Ali them. Like, you got the power and strength to beat them physically, but you use your brains on them. You use it on a man, but not go back and forth mindlessly, but just sharpshoot them, be intelligent. And that's why, you know, I have that ability and I've utilized it, where some don't even want to come around. It's like, I let them know, listen, I can beat you physically. I can beat you mentally. I paid attention in school, and I can beat you spiritually. I'm the closest thing to Superman that you'd ever want to see. Pick the way that you want your ass whipped. I say, listen, I'm not going to do it physically. I'll do it mentally. Let's. You want to talk to me? You want to argue with me? Let's shoot the crap. And I'll let them know why they're insecure. I can read them like a cheap novel, and they want to hit me. They want to try something. Okay, I see you. I see you're angry. Come on, we want to go there. It's your choice. Come on. And they just, you know, the normal insecurities that I've had as a youngster, which I gotta say, it wasn't that much. And now I know I'm not what I used to be, but there's no insecurities in that, because I know that I'm in that phase of life where I'm not going to be near 60 and be 20 years old. No, but I'm embracing now what I am. You know, I mean, if I get a little something in the last 3 days, oh God, phew, I'll need some 3 days from now. Shoot, I'll do it back then. I'll do it 3 times in 3 hours. Right. I mean, no, right. I mean, I get to do it every day, but I'm just saying, like, the thing is that I've shifted. Manhood means different things as you get older. When you're that older lion, you might be a little long in the, but they mainly fear you because of your wisdom and what you know, that you can get the job done more efficiently because you have the experience. You've been through the battles. You're battle tested, and you have the confidence from being that. And although you may not be that anymore at the highest peak of your physicality, you'd rather be who you are now because you're balanced in so many different areas of life where once you weren't. Before it was just the physical. But now, if I was out there and I was single and I talked to a woman, trust me, I don't have to say anything sexual. I don't have to promise what act I'd perform on her. We would talk, and she'd be more aroused than she'd ever been in her whole life because of the cerebral. And that extends, and that gives you more time with the physical as an older man if it's that way. But these older men, I got to pop me, which old half of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're not old and can't function, and it's not even just about sexuality. It's about sensuality. And when you get older, you can appreciate. See, you can appreciate a woman even more. Yeah. It's like a young man who sees a tall mountain. Man, I can hike that mountain. I can get to the top of that mountain. But when you can't get to the top of the mountain that easy, you appreciate every step of the way. You appreciate how immense it is over you. And even though you can probably still climb it, not as fast as when you were 20 years old, you see the beauty of it. More so. You appreciate it more so than just working your testosterone. I'm going to get to the top. But what about every step of the way and the beauty of the view that it brings to you? You know what I mean? You know, it's like love making and foreplay. You got to enjoy foreplay more as you get older because you appreciate the thing. And you take a sneak peek at her form and you look and say, whoa, she's coming back to bed with me looking like that? Oh my God. We all have the little boy in us, but you appreciate the little thing. Oh, instead of, I'm going to go in there and get inside of you and tear you up and dig them good. Come on, man. If you let's get lewd for a while. If you're gonna taste the pussy and just inhale, just be glad to be there at the portal of life where so much energy is coming out. The hair and the lips and the clit, and just you're right there. So many men have tried and didn't get a chance to be where you are. And you wrap the thighs around your head, so warm. You just, wow, this is where I am. I'm gonna pleasure you so good. You're such a woman. I don't care if you got a cesarean birth. It's about making the person feel and appreciate them. I ain't got nothing to prove. I just want to appreciate you because you deserve it. Call me a simp, but simps wish they can go there. In my life, I've had more invitations to go there because I'm not a simp. You know what I mean? Oh, you a simp? Man, I'm gonna tear you up. What is this? A freaking construction site? A demolition site? Tearing up?
Tear you up.
Fool, what you talking about?
Tear you up.
Where's all this aggression coming from? Huh?
Yeah.
It's crazy. How did I started talking about, I said the P word just to shock everybody. He said pussy. He usually says pizza or pasta. He said pussy. Our version of it. Doop doop. Tasting on the clit of a woman, spending time. Now you get traumatized over this.
Oh my God. Traumatized. For real.
Getting all Louisiana with it. Bust out with the harmonica. You know, when they do that, they put extra. What the heck? Having a musical seizure. You probably think I'm nuts. Somewhere out in the world, either that guy was listening to this call and probably has a government job. That was me he's talking about. They won't talk about this anymore. Clip.
For real. Fuck them.
It's my favorite song.
No.
Trying to mess me up.
How fucking dare you? You never see anything funnier than a pink person angry. That's the funniest shit.
Oh yeah, they become unhinged.
That's the funny. What? They go off.
Yeah.
I mean, get the fuck out the way because they when they go off, they really go off.
That's right. That's right. Okay? But that's why the statistics show that the mass shootings are committed by them in America. They're the ones who they try to paint people in the hood as being thuggish and putting up the metal detectors at the school. It's them. They're doing it.
Yeah.
But they slant the statistics in a way where it doesn't seem that way. When they start talking and rambling, I mean, they could be, they get so mad that whatever they see around them, they get mad. They could be sitting here.
They get mad at.
Arguing with a cashier about how much they pay. It ain't even that much. He's just pissed off. It might be a 16 cents difference. And there might be a lady with a big wide nose behind them, another lady with lopsided titties behind that, and he's getting mad at the cashier. I told you, God damn it, I'm not there. You always flip me off. And then when the people are standing in line, you big wide nose bitch with your one down lopsided titties, they start cussing out third grade teachers that they didn't like from years ago. Mrs. Rubenau, you bitch. And here comes the gun. Here comes the gun. And I'm in the back of the store. I see it. I run out. And then when he's in court, he has mental issues. Just give him probation and give him help.
He had a breakdown.
Exactly.
Yes, he had a breakdown for a second. He's been going through this, his family, and then his whole family history comes up, and he's been going this. But as soon as a black person do it, no,
I could be in that same line.
That's what they do.
And 5 white guys, hurry up and try to get around me and beat me up. And I beat their asses, throw one out the front window, knock one down, kick one in the head, defended myself. They all got knives. He's a threat to society. Lock him away and throw away the key. He knew good and goddamn well what he was doing. It's true. And they're going to take a picture of me and darken the picture.
Ain't lying.
Yeah, they're going to darken the picture, make it look all rough, and make a 5 o'clock shadow. And say, is that LanceScurv?
Yes.
And they're going to take all my clips from the shows talking about racism and put them together and make it seem like I say kill white people and do it. Yeah.
Yes.
He was a terrorist.
Yes.
He's a menace to society anyway. He broke. He lost his mind. Madman LanceScurv. See Anderson Cooper all cool saying that. I'm locked away. Let me get to your little ass, Anderson. Don Lemon, you supposed to look up. He was a madman from birth. He was very talented, ran a podcast, but he had issues. He sat up all day doing videos talking about the pink parasite. Anderson, I don't think you're a pink parasite. I identify with you more as a gay man. Our unifying color is brown. Our favorite word is anus and sphincter. We have more in common. Don't put me in a place with LanceScurv. Everybody on YouTube will turn on me. I'll find out who's who. That damn Lance, I always thought something was wrong with him.
I know something was wrong. The whole family, Team Scurv.
Every video,
Team Scurv will be gone.
Exactly. Every video I have, it'll get 1 million hits now because they paint me as a madman. That's right. Mm-hmm.
For real. No, everybody went, I should have been watching him.
Exactly. We would have seen his descent into madness. Do not follow Farrakhan. This is an example.
Yes, that is the truth.
Any little thing, especially when you're on these jobs, man, and something gets stolen.
I'm trying to tell you,
you're the first one that did it. I remember I went to this gym. I went to this gym in Midtown Manhattan. I was getting ready for a competition. God. This was back
crying.
in.
If I could actually show you my face right now. You would see tears.
I could hear it.
You would see tears. Oh, God.
I could hear it.
No.
There was this gym. It was on 20-something streets, not Midtown, but somewhere in the 20s. It was in the Chelsea area. And I was getting ready for this competition. And even if you're a black man, a little lighter complexion, whatever, I was pale in New York City. I would go to the tanning parlor, to tan up and get my skin brown and, it wasn't much sun. Exactly. So they had like a little temporary membership, right? Where, for the week you only charge and you have free use of the tanning parlor, because if you went to a tanning parlor separately and it closes up early, you stuck. So I figured it out. Well, this place closed late. I can still get a workout. I'm not going to really train here for good, but I'm going to be in here, for the week before the competition. So I was already out in Manhattan. I'd go there and get my workout in, get a little hour of tanning, which it was like only 30 minutes you're supposed to do, but they'd give me like a little hour, right? So there was another guy that went back in you had separate little small rooms, like changing rooms. They were small. And, but it was not like a square. It was like rectangular, and it's just enough to go in there and get naked and put the little things over your eyes so the light doesn't burn out your eyes. And so, you know, it was real empty around that time. And this white left his bag. He went in his bag. Why would you do that? You know what I mean?
Why would you leave that there?
Yeah. And just some type of electronic thing or something that he was using. This is back like 85. That was my last competition, like early 85. Well, it was April. It was April 85 because that was a week before the contest. So anyway, I was going there every day.
Damn, 85? How old I was in 85? I think I was 6.
I was raising hell back then. 6 years old. I was raising hell. So anyway, the next day I didn't go. The next day I didn't go. And in actuality, let me just recorrect it. All of us guys were getting tans, but that night that I was there, got to change it up. He left this stuff out there that night. Oh. But he made a habit of this, but the night that it was stolen, it was that night that I didn't go there. I went to another gym, and the next day I doubled up on the tanning salon. Then I came to the next day. When I came to the next day, they confronted me. And they were like, we have to talk to you. We don't want to bring in the authorities. You know, what you took, we'd like for you to return.
Yo.
You know, that
yeah, you know, return the shit and there'll be no problem.
Exactly. Preliminary nigga talk. Like, we know you did it because you are the black man here. So since we know your role, you've hated us for 400 years and what we did to you, you feel entitled to take all of our shit. Yes. Just bring it back. We know we jacked you up. We feel bad about it. We're not going to press charges. How about that? Isn't that a good deal? You don't go to jail, even though you've probably been going to jail all your life, in prison for a few stints. We don't want to do that to you. You seemed... And I gave it back to him. God. I spoke white talk back to him. I said, excuse me, sir.
White back to him.
Yeah, when did this occur? And I pulled out a pencil and I grabbed a little slip of paper that was there. And this occurred on, what was the date? Okay. And they looked at me like, he's trying to use a brain. Niggas don't have a brain. But he's talking like me. And I said, approximately what time did this incident occur? And they had to answer, but they were in shock. Right. You know? Like when you see somebody Chinese, right? When you see somebody Chinese in the street, and we automatically change to English. Like when we see them, like a Chinese person, you want to get directions. Excuse me, I want to know where next street named Princeton is. And like, excuse me, would you want to speak English and tell me what you really? I'm like, oh, it's a Chinese man who's really born here, right? So really. They looked at me like, that's a nigga that paid attention in class. We heard about them. We don't see too much of that species, but here's one. Right? So now he's sitting there, and I'm questioning him like I'm the authorities. Now they're getting red and mad. Like, so now after getting all and I got information I didn't even need. And what was I wearing the last time I came here? And I said, okay, it's this date, this time, so and so and so and so. Can I see the sign-in book? And I looked at the sign-in book. I said, what did I purchase when I left? Well, you always seem to purchase a strawberry raspberry raisin smoothie. I said, did I get one? Yes, you did. They looked at me. I said, pull the receipt. Find the receipt. Look at the book. Right. You will see by the evidence put forth here that I was not here that night. And I wasn't here. I could not have stolen anything by osmosis. I'm not that good. Period. So you need to take that back before I take you for slander, accusing me of something that could have never happened because I'm not here. But since you did certain things to me and my people for 400 years, and you want to even up the score, I'll take a raspberry, strawberry, raisin smoothie on the house and 3 of these protein bars, and we'll call it a day. And they were just, I walked out with it. And if you say I stole we got a problem. And walked out the joint. Yeah,
that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Then the owner called me the next day. You know, we want to apologize because they must have said that's one of those intelligent niggas. His parents, they must be lawyers. We might have something coming our way. So they said, well, if you want, you can train for the remaining of the year, and we won't bring you any problems. We're not going to require anything. I said, no, I don't feel comfortable after being accused that raspberry, strawberry, raisin smoothie might be laced with something. No. You treated me with fairness now like a human being, but you know and I know that you think I'm just merely a nigga.
It's true. It's true. It's sad, but it's true. It's sad, but it's true.
Exactly.
It's sad. That's all they see. They don't see anything else.
Oh no, they
don't. Just
like
when men look at me, all they see is boobs. They don't see nothing else.
Exactly. Same thing. Don't want to look in your eyes. Don't want to see the boobs are there. They're not going anywhere. See, the boobs are everywhere. God dog.
Everywhere.
Find a good woman. She has boobs, but with a good mentality and a good heart. Shit with a woman that you just chose just on the basis of boobs and booty.
Boobs.
That good looking booty and those boobs that you lusted after. Oh man, I married this chick, and you fell for the trap because you didn't check to see if she had a good heart, a good mind. Boobs does not raise a child.
They don't care about that.
Good ass does raise a child. They don't care about that. But when the girls curse them out in the street, walking 6 feet in front of them, man, you ain't shit. The boobs are like, nah, you fell for the trap.
Right, exactly.
Titties laughing at you.
Exactly.
Oh, I've been through it.
Exactly. So what happens is they fall for one of those, and then they associate every one of those like that one they fell for. Exactly. So I get grouped in that. Yeah. So I get grouped in that. Just like a woman when she gets hurt, she groups every man as dog, and then she has trust issues. I have trust issues, but I don't group every man as dogs because they're not.
Right.
Dogs are very fucking loyal.
Exactly.
Okay? What the fuck you saying, man? Let's understand this. Dogs protect you with their life.
Exactly.
I have yet to see the man that does that for me. I mean, some women have that, but I didn't get that yet. So I can't call a man a dog. For
some, calling a man a dog is an upgrade that they don't even deserve to be called.
It's an upgrade. Exactly. Because a dog, let's not disrespect the dog. The dog is a loyal animal. Stop. We're not disrespecting the doggy. And but I'm not gonna say all men are dogs and all men are not loyal and all men are not. Or as much as shit I went through with a man, I would not put a man down. Why? Because what I'm doing here is attracting more of that energy to me. So I'm not putting that out there. Don't say that.
Right.
Because you're attracting more of it to you. Mm-hmm. So just put out that there are good men out there, and I'm gonna find one eventually.
That's right.
And if I don't, that's okay too.
It's okay.
I had enough dick in my
lifetime. Exactly. You filled the bag up. You have it already. I mean, you're gonna probably.
I ain't hard up.
Right.
I ain't desperate.
Right. It won't be a hard up thing, but you'll crave something every now and then. But it won't be like
every now and then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I do.
It's like look, life is like a TV dinner, and dick is like a pussy is a TV dinner. Like in a TV dinner has different sections. You have the meat, you have the potato, you have the really crave it. Like always gonna go to TV dinner and get more meat when you want.
Come on now.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. I have. I mean. If y'all want to call me William, I think I've had every 6, 5 inches, 10 inches, 9 inches.
Hooked and crooked.
Fuck hooked and crooked, straight, bent.
The covert dicks. When they're soft, they're real small, and then when they get hard, like what the hell?
What the fuck? It says those dicks. What?
No. See, let's
I
get.
call them the turtle dick. That's the turtle dick.
Let's get this straight. People are gonna be like, "How you know about that, Lance?" Because I own one. But go ahead.
Oh Lord, you know what? You not lying. They go like, wait, what Lance talking about?
How you know? Right. They're gonna try to turn it around and say, Lance, when you were listening to that song, what did you do?
You doing some funny shit.
It's merely a song. That's it. I had 2 women with me that night, and we were joking about it.
Oh no! Oh my God! You saw 2 of them, so shit.
And I own my own, so I know.
Right,
I kind of know the behavior. Exactly. You know what?
I used to tell my son that. I used to tell my son, I said, you have a little turtle dick. My son used to say, it grows. I said, I know.
Grows like a hot stock, right?
Yeah, that's how I know about it. Because my son, he said it grows. I said, I know it grows. I know it grows.
No,
I said, leave me.
You know what used to freak me out when I was a young kid? I'm laying there, the door's locked, I'm in my room, I'm laying in the bed naked. And all of a sudden, I feel something move. And it's not my penis. Mm-hmm. And I look down and I'm staring. I said, something moving down there. My balls were moving by themselves.
Your balls move by themselves?
Yeah, real slow. I'm laying there. Yeah, real slow. Not all the time, but real slow. And you ever go to the Times Square or any tourist area and you see this it's like a thing that has water in it and it's rectangular and it's like a seesaw and it moves up one side and the water has water in it and the bottom is like blue water.
Yeah,
and
blue water.
And it's like the waves, you see, and it moves up the other way and it moves. That's the way my balls were going. Move. I'm like, what the hell's going? For real?
What?
Dudes must know about this. You laying there chilling, you reading the book, you look down. What the hell? This thing is moving. Not like when you get up the shower and everything's all scaly, looking like a reptilian. All close up. You know what I mean?
All close up.
They got to be hanging. They got to be hanging.
Oh, okay.
You got to be real still. And it doesn't do that now. I think it was a young boy thing. Like, yes, we're sperming here. We're ready for the world. Shoot us out there. We have an egg to hit.
Oh my God. Speak talking about all this dick and balls.
How did we get here?
I'm starting to get all fucked up again. I'm like, damn, I'm going home to my bed by myself. No balls. I used to like touching the balls. It's squishy.
It's fascinating to you, right?
Yeah. Look at these little two things in here.
Exactly. Raising so much hell in the world.
Yeah. My ex is like, could you get off my balls?
Right.
They sensitive.
Yeah, but see, they ain't say that before. They didn't say that before they came.
Mm-mm. You know what I wanted to do though? You ever had the stress balls that you do in your hand? I wanted to do that with my ex's balls. I said, let me see if I can use this as stress balls.
You can't squeeze too hard. He'll be stressed.
Right. And they can't move too in my hand. I used to try to do it. He's like, don't play with me. A dick is a fascinating thing. I used to like to look at it. Dick. It's fascinating.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, it's like you're walking down the street, you're a young girl, you see some guy peeing, and you just stop and you see them looking like what the hell?
Yeah, it's fascinating. Because we got it. You know, we have a pussy, so we see a dick. We're like, it's fun. Like, okay, where does that go?
Right.
You know?
You quickly figure it out. You quickly figure it out.
They figure it out very early, don't they?
And how it feels. And when it feels real good when you're young, you're like, oh, God, I love you. I love you.
I'm telling you.
Oh, my God. Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
You look at them grown, you're like, what do you mean? What was I thinking about?
I tell you, when you look back at your life and you're like, right. Some exes you look at, you're like, ew, what
was I thinking about?
What was I thinking? You really was on top of me? Oh my God!
Right. Mm-hmm. You really got pleasure from this person. Look how disgusting they are with their perpetual morning breath in the afternoon.
You know they say when you take all of it, you're projecting your love on them.
Exactly.
So it feels like it, but once you take that love away, when you stop feeling what you feel. You start to look at them. You're like, "What the fuck am I? What was I in love with?
Exactly.
What is this? You know?
what was I thinking?
What the fuck is this? Yeah."
And you want to prove how romantic you are. You get up in the morning, hey, girl. I can't believe it on. Well, I knew you were lying when you said that.
I knew you was a motherfucker.
But I might have bad morning
everything breath. Comes out.
Even when you got out the shower, your balls were stinking.
You stink. Yep. Your sweaty, funky ass balls.
I know, right?
Yo, people be saying the funniest shit when they argue. And everything comes out.
Everything comes out.
That's what I say. Be careful when you argue with people. Be careful because you can't take back what you say. You got to be careful with
Oh my God, you can't. Oh, you can destroy a person. And they'll be hurt, but they're going to be mad when they get you back. And now you both hurt mad at each other. And then when things cool down, you're like, damn, I wish I didn't say that. Because I'm trying to get some more what they gave me.
I'm lethal with my mouth when I'm upset.
Yeah.
And I try to keep my, because you can't take it back. Because a lot of men are very sensitive when it comes to certain things. But me, when I argue with a man, I don't talk about what we do in bed.
Right.
Nigga, your dick wasn't getting hard. And no, I don't do that. That's the low blows. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's when you tie, you it's time to go.
Exactly.
when you start talking about they not good and you can't make me come and I can't stand you and I be thinking about somebody else when I'm fucking you. I heard people say this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard arguments people say, and I was like, oh wow, damn.
And the bad part, half the time they mean it because they were thinking it already. That's the action follows thought.
Yeah, they mean that shit.
It.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm saying. Nah, you can't
take that to heart because I've heard great arguments. You know, yeah, your stuff is loose, but you show up in it. You know, you enjoying it. Yeah. You told me you love me when you're up in it. Yeah, I might be fat and stinky and whatever, but you were sure coming over at 2:00 every morning.
Every morning.
Yeah.
But you know, that's still not an indicator that he wants you. He just like the box. He just like the way you make him feel. He doesn't want you.
But even then,
and, you know, that's a hard reality. That's a hard pill to swallow. Too.
Yeah.
As a female, as a woman, just knowing that you just a pleasure, a glorified fiction, a
glorified fiction provider.
For someone.
Did I coin a term here?
Yeah.
Wow. But then again, if that's all he wanted and that's all he was about, that, and he couldn't really get into the rest of you, which it still doesn't ease the pain of being used, but that's his loss. Because those guys really and truly, you know, guys make mistakes when they're young and they do things, and sometimes they don't deserve to get the life sentence and whatever. But if they stay with that, they'll learn eventually. There's more to a woman than just that. That's the icing on the cake. That's nice, but there's so much substance. Okay. Look at us talking over the phone, right? I mean, over the phone. Different countries, right? But technology is something.
Right.
But look at the kind of, we're flowing. We're talking. You know, there are couples that they meet each other and they don't even talk like that. They don't have fun with each other.
I can't be with them. Right. I can't be with them. I can't be with somebody I can't talk to and have fun with. I can't be with them.
Exactly. It's about having that fun.
Can't be with a stick in the mud. No. I'm not doing it. That's bringing on a whole bunch of shit in your life.
Oh, a whole lot of stuff
that you don't need. That's a stress. That's stress.
Big time.
Because you trying to hold up something that's not there, man.
Playing pretend until you get horny, you know, and then you just.
And then you want to jump on. No, I said I say it, and I'm gonna say it again. I require your time and attention. Your money is secondary, sweetheart. I require your time and attention. If I can't get conversation and time and attention, it doesn't even make no sense to even.
That's
and
right.
what I used to do with my ex was very, very childish. But I used to say, we're gonna break up and leave just for him to give me some kind of attention, and then that would last for a second. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna leave. Give me my shit. Pack up my little toothbrush at his house. I ain't coming back. Give him his key back.
Oh,
and then when we make up, give him my key back.
Give my key back. Exactly.
He don't ever want to give my key back.
Wow.
Because we had each other's keys. He had my house keys, and I had his.
Check that out.
And he would never give me back mine. I said, I'll change the lock. Nope, he won't give me back mine. No,
because he's like, she ain't gonna change no lock.
Right.
Wow.
I put these locks in to change what? You know? Oh God, relationships.
I know.
Relationships, boy. Situation shit.
Right. And by the time you get it together, like so many decades have gone by. Hopefully not, but it's like there's so many dimensions to it because there's no like relationship manual book that, well, let me just take 5 years and study this and we'll all get it perfect. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even if you did, you're gonna try stuff out on your own the way you want to do it.
Right.
You know?
It's like, okay. But you know what's funny too? Everybody don't take our time with people who's not on the same, like, you know, with us. They're not there with us.
That's right. It's like comparing Japanese yen with Mexican pesos. You got to have a point where you can agree what's worth, you know, And most people can't figure that out on at the cuff like that. You know, so it is what it is. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. You got me food every time I talk about that fathermucker, man. The fathermucker, man, right? Mm-hmm. I thought it was some peanut butter.
Oh my God, it's too funny.
Well, my love.
I mean, we always have a beautiful conversation.
Yes, it flows, and I'm just happy.
It flows very nicely.
Because you know the thing is that people need to hear real communication. Like, I mean, I said some things out of my head like it's uncharacteristic. You know what I mean? Not really, but that's when you're relaxed and you flow and everything like that. And that's what people need to hear. Because with this cancel culture and the censorship and everybody afraid to say what they want to say, everybody getting nasal. Well, basically, we can't say that. We have to say no. That's like telling me when I have sex, you can only stroke 100 times before you orgasm. I guess I won't be coming then.
I won't.
And you ain't standing over me counting. 1, 2, 3, 98, 99. Boom, he gets punched in the face. You start your count when you wake up. That's right. I'm trying to tell you, when you go, you go to the all-you-can-eat restaurant, they tell you can have one plate, but you can eat as much as you want. One time. Yeah. No, I got to stack it up 3 feet tall. No, I'm coming back.
That's right.
Can't limit my pleasure, limit my zest for life and wanting to go out into the world and expand. Right. Yeah. Right. How dare you? That's sadistic. How dare you limit me? What kind of childhood do they have? You know what I mean? They're in denial. That's I know people like that. Like if you're really enjoying something, they want to be killjoys. Here you sit there enjoying a meal. Well, you dropped a couple of crumbs on the ground. Well, I'm not getting up from this damn meal. Let me just eat first. As soon as you sit down and get in the conversation, if I'm not doing I heard that he was, he's a closet, everything else eater, but he wants to front. Yeah. I had some coconut water from Whole Foods, 100% pure. We know it's not fresh from the coconut. He looked at, that is not the way. Kind of, you in my plate for? You know what I mean? Come on. I said, I need to go out and eat a burger right in front of you, and you just self-destruct. Right in front of you. Yeah. That's right. Shoot. That's right. Oh, I did something crazy one time. I think I'll save that for the adult night stuff. Another one, right? Yeah. I'll say where I was. Yeah. I believe I was in Astoria, Queens, early one morning. And I took this young lady to school, right? She was in college, some school, some trade, something. I forgot what exactly it was. And it was early in the morning, and I had parked. We got there early because we left at the same time that she would usually take. So we had extra time. And one thing led to another behind tinted windows early in the morning. And it was not a lot of traffic on the street, but it was like getting there. And I had put in some coins in the meter, but I guess I didn't put enough. So I'm sitting there on the bench seat having breakfast. That's all I'll say. There was a meter maid outside about to give me a ticket because of the expired meter that I forgot to put more coins in. And she was staring at me while I was eating breakfast on that bench seat inside the van behind the tinted windows, if you know what I mean. And she was mad. Wow. Like, look at him. I need that in my life. And she looked at me mean, and I looked at her, and she looked at me, and she was pissed. And I went back and started eating more breakfast, but I tilted my head, and I'm looking her dead in the eye while I did it. She was mad. That chick turned around and tried to write another ticket, a second ticket. What? Yep. Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow. I had to jump out then and confront her. I said, what is this second ticket for? I'll find a way to give you a ticket. I said, listen, you just mad because you see what you need in your life. That's exactly what it is. and the young lady inside the van, she was very open-minded, right? So she was crazy. Yeah. So she kind of got to the side. She said, yeah, you can come on and take a little break and enjoy some if that's what you want. He's real good. Oh, man, it was crazy. She was real mad. Oh, no. She looked mad confused. No. Like, I should take him up on my. And so I played along. I said, listen, give me your number. Give me your number. I'll come see you tonight.
Oh my God!
She just walked away. Leave me alone. You know.
God.
And then,
man, I hope I don't ever want to be like that. I don't want to ever be like that.
Yet. As she walked away, she said, "Listen, it's a good deal. I'd like to get a taste too." I was like, "Oh my God."
Oh my God.
She buckled. when she walked like, "This is my chance to get it like that. I've always wanted this situation," but she kept walking away. I know she went somewhere in an alleyway and just stared into space for the rest of the day, like, I can't believe what I saw and what was offered to me, and I didn't take it.
Right. Oh my God. Oh no.
She really went home later on that night and put on some porn, some oral sex porn, and whacked off mad. Damn it.
And whacked off. Right. Like, how dare you?
I hate them. I can't stand them.
You.
I'm going to give out 500 tickets tonight to everybody who looks like him tomorrow morning.
Right. Oh my God.
There's a lot of frustration out here in the world, like sexual frustration, and people don't admit it. They act so strict and straight up, but they're like seriously freaks, and even normal stuff. Like, but it's not just that; it's the whole overall thing. But when that feeling hits, it's very frustrating when you don't have anything at all. I don't mean like just not having someone, but never to have had that feeling or something where you feel needed. Another part of your life. It doesn't have to be a woman or man or whatever. Just that comes up and it makes mockery and brings to the surface the other things that are lacking. But then sometimes you think that it's just the sex that'll satisfy it, and when you come, you're like, I'm still lonely. What the hell?
You still feel the same way. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's the wake up call.
Right. Mm-hmm. They talk about crack is like a letdown. I never knew that, and I never try it. But I'll say, when people are really have issues in their life, otherwise, not just sex, but they use sex to soothe it, the high comes down quickly. Quickly. It doesn't last. That's why these relationships, these marriages don't last, because of the sex. You say, "Oh, this shit is regular. I thought this was something." You know what I'm saying? No, I'm serious. Right. And then because it wasn't real in the first place. Because listen, if that shit is real and you have real feelings for each other, sex is going to be important. But you're gonna try to. You should never settle for ordinary. Mm-hmm. Okay? Should never settle for ordinary. Should always strive to live out, think outside your box, live outside your box. In a I like your wordplay.
Righteous,
live outside your box.
Manner. Outside your box. Right? You should always don't settle for ordinary. Settle for excitement. Settle for something that makes you feel deep down in your soul. Okay? Now, if you're in a relationship and every other thing is going right, but the sex is okay, not exciting, but everything else is going right and you're flowing together and you can make it work.
That's right.
You can talk to each other. You can say, okay, let's try this. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's try to spice it up a little. Mm-hmm. Okay? Now, the opposite of that is a spicy, intense sex life. Intense.
Right.
Whole fucking relationship. You know what I'm saying? You settle for it because, okay, it's fine because it's sex. She ain't doing nothing with herself. You ain't doing nothing. You're not. But the sex is right. We're gonna hang around and then it gets toxic, and then kids get involved, and then all that gets. So I was one of those too, where I stayed because the sex is the bomb. It's fun, but we're not getting along.
Right.
But let's just say. But then you start to get tired of the fucking and the sucking and the sucking and the fucking and the sucking when nothing else is popping.
I know.
Nothing else in the relationship is popping.
Right.
So that's not going to help. You see what I'm saying?
Right. That's preserved through the other victories and other levels you ascend to higher. Now that's a celebration, Yes. But
exactly. That's why you see these temporary relationships. I don't want it. I don't want it anymore. I don't need it. I don't want it. I need substance. I already had that. I already did that.
You have the enthusiasm of somebody who's like in the civil rights movement, and you're getting bricks thrown at you, and you're singing a song, "We shall overcome." But see, you got to switch the words around, and this is how the guy feels and the girl feels. They're singing this in their head. I will make her come. I will make her come one day.
Annoying.
Oh,
you're
deep
annoying.
in my balls. What enthusiasm! And you're just moving to the beat. Your balls. Boom.
Yes.
What a routine. No excitement.
None at all.
It's just like going to your commute to work, and it's the same damn routine that you don't wake up until you get to work. You wake up coming out of the break room with a cup of coffee, like, damn, how'd I get here? I washed up, drove in, took the train, and now I'm finally waking up? How? Damn, what kind of life am I living? They got to be excited for when you wake up, the promise of a new day.
Exactly. Yeah, the promise of a new day. You're breathing, you're moving, you walk. Yeah, That's exciting.
It's a beautiful thing.
People don't see it because it's there. Yeah.
And when things are right and you're so loved, you can even have morning breath in the afternoon and come home to a loving home.
Yeah.
You'll get so much support. You'll get cleaned out in your gut, and you'll have morning breath nevermore anymore.
Right. Yep.
It's a beautiful thing. Well, my love, beautiful. I am going to turn in.
Yeah.
Yes, this was unexpected. We didn't plan this.
No, we just
didn't. We were talking. It hit me. I'm like, oh, no, we ain't going to let that go by. We got to get this one.
Yeah.
So sweet of us every day. You know what I mean? But we'll never get to that level.
It would be so nice.
Exactly.
I
want to do so much. I feel refreshed. And I'm loving the work. I'm loving your energy. I'm loving the energy collectively on the platform and everything. And just, it's sweet. You know what I mean? So I go with it. I roll with it. You know, they would tell sometimes back in the day, I might have been doing something. I say, hey, let me go on home. It's the weekend. Let me go on home. Well, you know what? I'm up in the Bronx somewhere in a restaurant cracking jokes and the whole place is bugging out. I'm like, man, I was about to go to bed. But look, I got this energy. This would have never happened. So sometimes you have to go with the flow. Sometimes when you go out, you got to go out, put a little money in your pocket. Where you going, Lance? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? I don't know, but I bet you when I come back, I'm going to tell you what a good time I had. Well, just give me 5 minutes. I'm coming with you. Look, you can dress up to go to the club, to go to the restaurant, to do this and do that. I can go to the laundromat and turn it out and have a better time than when you spend all that money.
That's right. That's right.
I'll turn the daggone supermarket checkout line into a party space. We all out there with groceries for 2 hours talking with the hoods of the car. You know, the trunk. One more story. That's crazy.
Tell you.
But you get some rest, sweetheart. You know, even though it's still early for you, but it's in the wee hours for me. So, you know, and I still got a little. Yeah. We're talking 3:32.
Oh wow!
At least we got the 32 going on, 5 hours apart, but we got the same 32. That's precision. There's a whole lot of Atlantic Ocean between us in this father mucker.
Father mucker, yo.
Father mucker. The legal way to curse on YouTube. There's ways around it.
True. That's true.
Let me hit this work, sweetie. Thank you so much. And I will talk to you later. See, I can say later, but it's not to come over to the pearly gates.
You're already there, yeah.
Right, the pearly gates of Tuesday are waiting for you. I'm already here. You'll travel down a tunnel and see light, and at the end of it, you'll see me waiting for you because I've transitioned into Tuesday.
You Tuesday. Oh, God.
You'll learn that over time I am a sick individual. Trust me.
I see you. Oh, God. All right, honey.
All right, sweetheart. I will talk to you. Have a good rest, and we'll talk when you come into tomorrow. All right. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Later. Okay.
Bye.